Yo, hey guys, Ken Perriman here, and I am back again with another product. And well, let me show it to you. It's this guy right here. I've already taken it out of the box, and basically, here's your main components in here. But it is the Technically Night Vision goggles. Now, cool thing about this is it says that it's 2,624 feet at 10x digital zoom. It's got a 2.8-inch HD screen, infrared binoculars with 64 gigabyte TF card, which is installed inside the side of the device here. And it's pull that open, and it is right there. It's already in there at 64 gigs, so you can start firing this thing off right away. You can do photos and videos, and again for outdoor camping and wildlife observation in the darkest of nights. This thing, I've actually tried it out once, and you'll. I used to be in the military, and I used to use night vision goggles, and they're some rock star, superstar things. This thing impresses me. Again, only I think if you're in range of its infrared beam, but this thing is it did surprise me. I will say that, and we are going to go test this outside in a more darker area. But we're going to do is test this out here real quick. But the nice thing about this is that I like how it does give you a pretty good view. So besides this itself and the device itself, I'm gonna go ahead and pull off these little stickers here. Don't really need them, but as I'm peeling this off, like I said, I used to be in the military. I used to be a Boy Scout. I love camping type stuff, and I've just got myself a Jeep vehicle, so I want to go out and do a lot more camping and stuff like that. I love this idea that you can use in your campsite, because a lot of times your campsite's kind of lit up, but just because you have that light going on just outside your campsite, you may not be able to see very well because you've lost a lot of your night vision due to the fact that your campsite has light. Well, you can take this thing and point it outside your camp area. Hey, I think I see something going on. Let me double check these guys. And that's what's pretty darn cool about this. So over here, you'll see that you have power button here. You do have a brightness button here. Let me see if that is correct. Yeah, it looks like a brightness button. You have the snap, you have the menu button, you have your zooming in and out or up or down based on the menus that you're in. You have this nice little handheld right here. And the cool thing about this too as well is this is a monocular style. It does look like a binocular, but it's a monocular. This guy you can focus, and this is the vision portion of it. And then this right here, you can see it's kind of filtered off. This is what's shooting off that infrared beam to light or paint the area so that this thing can pick it up and bring it back in. The nice thing about it is you don't see any light come out of it because it's infrared. So you got an infrared blasting out, lighting up the area, and then this is picking it up and displaying it on this screen. Let's see. There it is, turning it on. And of course, what's cool is you get a color view. It does work in color when you're looking at things. So you can see the blueness of the lights in the background. There's a couple little color pieces in there. There. So I've activated the infrared portion of it. The light is turned on, and now it is just straight black and white. And even more so, the things that I'm looking at that are in the dark, that is a doorknob. That is lit up like a Christmas tree. Well, I mean, it's bright. And I'm looking at the darker portion of my office here, and you can see that I can clearly see my nightstand, and there's a sign over there that says Ken Perriman, my name on there, and it's in the darker area of the room. But the real tale, and I'll bring my camera in this as we'll take it outside, is what does it look like with the zoom? Because I have this in my room. I want to be able to see out a little bit further. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this outside in the dark, and I'm going to walk over to a place that I know that's going to be very dark and see what we can see with that. Cool? All right. So we're going to go check that out, turning it off, and then go play with this. So far, pretty darn cool on some of the things that you can see. But like I said, in this case right now, I'm so zoomed in because it's meant to see further. It's not meant to see what's in front of you by 10 feet. Usually you should be able to see that with the little bit of light. It's the stuff outside that range that you need to be able to go, hey, what is that? I'm hearing something out there. What is that? So finishing off again, you have your power cable here, USB-A to USB-C that you can plug in. That same location where that SD card is that I showed you. And then additionally, you have this rather thick manual, very small-ish print. And let me see, how far does it go? Okay, that is German. It sounds like, it looks like. Um, so, yeah, product specifications. So there is 12 pages out of a total of what appears to be 90 pages. So, multitude of languages is the reason why it's so thick, right? So it goes through that. So you get basically 12 pages that will walk you through all the features, functions of this device. But as you saw, it's pretty, I said not plug and play, but pretty easy to use, right? Turn on the power button, focus in and out. You also have the ability where it says snap. And then I think what was the other one? Oh, menu. So, IR, up and out. Yeah, zoom in. Okay. And of course, your snap and your menu. The nice thing about the menu is you can flip through a handful of items, obviously, and change, modify areas in that menu. But again, just using it to check things outside a certain area, we're going to go check that out.
Okay, so we are out. You can see the road. The cars are passing behind me, but let me show you something in front of me. It's almost dark, and I wanted you to see something over here. All right, so check that out. There's a bush right in front of us, and you cannot tell. The camera might be able to tell there's a bush there, but look at that. You can see that this parking lot is full. There's some stuff right over there. I mean, check out. You can see all kinds of stuff through here. Right? I mean, I can zoom in. You can see a tree back there. And just however far the IR can go, you can see basically everything back there. That's pretty nice.
Wasn't that pretty darn cool? I'm a big fan of that. I mean, I say a big fan. I think it's, for its price point, it is a great little tool that if you just want to just survey your general area, more so I think like me, I'm going out camping a lot, I wouldn't mind to just have this thing sitting off to the side. So if you hear something or something's going on, light up that area, see what's going on. See if it's just your neighbor wandering through, see if it's, the local wildlife that is harmless portion, or more so, it's like, oh, I see a bear. I'm thinking that I probably might want to pack up or something. Anyway, the point being is it can be used for a lot of things, to surveil, to look at, to check out, to see what's going on. So I wanted to walk through a few things. I just want to make sure that you're clear on what this night vision is. 1080p, 800 meter night vision range, 2.8 inch screen. We talked about that before. And of course, you can do both photos and videos on this. Also made mention, I showed it to you before, you got the color, and then you also have the black and white. Basically, the color is the daytime. You could even use this because it's got 1080p capability. You could use it during the day if you're out bird watching or something like that. And then, of course, you can flip it over to the black and white night mode to light up the area so that you can see things quite a bit better when you need to. And one of the last things I forgot to mention here, but I want to show you this, tripod mountable. So you could even put this on a tripod. Maybe you want to look at a certain area for a period of time. You just want it locked in just to see what's going on. You could just set that up and look at it, and then of course record or whatever to your heart's content. And as well, this thing has a 3-hour, they state a 3-hour battery life. And again, the observable distance I said before was like 2,600, was it 2,624 feet, 2,624 feet, which, is a heck of a distance. And as well, if you didn't know, you can connect by connecting this with this cable. You can connect it to a computer and offload the files if you want to directly from that card. If not, you can pull the card and put it in an SD reader and connect it to your computer as well. Guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I do appreciate your time, and I'm out.